I don't think it should have any kind of real impact on regional security. I mean, our issues are still going to remain the issues that we have, especially countries like Egypt. We still have issues in Sinai. We still have issues in the border with Libya. We still seek stability within the region itself. We do have our differences with Turkey. So, it still remains, nothing has changed within that context. Us staying home or an economy being blocked, the security issues, I believe, have been very much separated than what we believe. But in cooperation, I think this should teach us as a region that we need to be focused more on the future of our economies, and that requires for us to start making some kind of consensus, some kind of sacrifices, and reach some kind of consensus that the way forward is cooperation. And I believe that the countries that already have what we consider to be peace, but not so much normalization, need to start working more on enhancing international cooperation through private sector interactions, really opening up the opportunities for businesses, small businesses and startups to interact together, and really build on what we have rather than just waiting to resolve issues that have gone on for decades, and have been hindering the process of international cooperation within the region itself. And that being said, of course, I look at it from a private sector perspective. And if there's anything that we're going to learn from the past probably 3 months, that this is the time, there is no better time for international cooperation within the region than right now. And people need to understand that even despite the political differences that a lot of the countries in the region have together, and I'm using here the example of Egypt and Turkey, for the past almost decade or so, this does not negate that the Egypt-Turkey FTA is still in effect. Unfortunately, it obviously has not reached its full potential and is not being properly utilized due to the political situation in the East Med. But it doesn't cancel the fact that there is a potential for Egyptian businesses to work with Turkish businesses to enhance international cooperation between the private sectors. That being said, we can talk also about the Qualified Industrial Zones Protocol, this protocol between Egypt and Israel for custom-free access to US markets. Now, that's been in effect for almost 12 years and still remains in effect, unfortunately, also not reaching its full potential of $5 billion worth of trade. Now, again, this is because of the political situation in the region. So a lot that's happening from the governments and the political leadership is impacting the way that we have been doing business together as the private sector. And I think that there should be a change of direction and a change of thought towards more unity within the region, less conflict, and really pushing towards working together as a region to compete in this very volatile and very, very tough global economy. So I think there needs to be a very, very big paradigm shift in the way that our leadership thinks in the region.